Where is Jane? Is she...
Vanished. She went to find her mother's gods, to appeal to them for help.
But they are long dead. Unless she means... The forest. The place you call the Mournweald. It grew from a seed of the first creation. Perhaps it contains an echo of our gods.
And this seed, could it take the form of a tree?
I don't know. None of us were able to enter the forest, except for Jane's mother, and Jane herself. But I suppose it would take an appropriate form. If it gave birth to a forest, it might appear as a tree, yes.
Are you saying that your gods aren't dead? A part of them lives on?
Any fragment of the first creation would contain all the power of our gods, and perhaps a remnant of their minds as well. They would only exist as a potential, a possibility, but even in such a reduced state, they would be strong.
So the visions that Jane sees, the voices that speak to her, in her mind.
They might be real, not dreams born of madness at all. The souls of our gods may be speaking to her, guiding her. But Jane's purpose, to take this kingdom as her own, that is hers alone. Our gods would never have counseled her thus. Perhaps her mind is shaping them, more than they are shaping her.
She thinks she can restore the other Archons to life, with the help of her gods.
Our legends say that no Archon could ever truly die. Their fires could always be kindled again if our gods willed it so. If Jane restored them all to life, she would have an army behind her.
Just how many Archons were there when your gods were alive?
We counted ourselves as numerous as the stars in the sky. Indeed, the stars were fashioned in our honor, one for each of our sisters. Or so the stories tell us.
We've got to follow Jane. How can we get to the Mournweald from here?
Jane built this place on the ruin of a Legion stronghold. I've seen one of your causeways in the dungeon below. The gate was hidden behind a locked door, but Jane entrusted her handmaids with a key. I have it here.
I tried not to harm the other Archons, but I couldn't be sure they survived.
Thank you. They are alive, all of them. Soraya is with them now. I know my sisters. They'll see Jane's defeat as a sign that she led us astray. None of us will follow her again.
Now that Jane has fled, where will you and your sisters go?
We shall watch and wait. Your war against Jane will decide the future of our race. One prophet has been cast down, and another has risen, to lead us down a new road. At least, that is what I believe.
Another prophet. You're talking about me.
Yes. You may not remember your life before, but you challenged Jane's mother in the Mournweald. For that offense, you died. You were called back to life with purpose, as the harbinger of Jane's fall. I believe that you were meant to take her place. But we will see.
Martin, what about our army? Has the battle ended?
We've won, but only thanks to you. A few of Jane's people surrendered. The others all fled.
Jane's army fled? Where did they go?
East, toward Drakkenberg, the nearest town that Jane held. Her fanatics still control the church, and all the towns of the east. If Jane returns with another army at her back, they'll probably flock to her banner again.
Can we take the elevator down to the dungeon?
Yes. No need to stop in the chancel. It will take you all the way to the dungeon below.
I'm with you. Let's go and see if this causeway is still intact.
made it out alive, did you? Not bad. Since you did old Fitch a favor, let old Fitch do one for you. Got some good stuff here. I'll sell it cheap.
I'd consider his offer. You won't have another chance to buy weapons or gear before you face Jane. So, one way or another, this is the end of our road. Shall we go?
Stay here, Martin. Someone needs to take charge of the spire.
I thought you might say that. Meister Wolf doesn't lack for nerve, but the man's a bit mad.
Seems wrong, though. We started this journey together. I would have liked to have been there at the end.
You're a good friend, Martin. Take care.
Remember, out of all the survivors of the Legion, the Radiant Youth chose you. He appeared to no one else. I think he chose well, and I'd follow you down any route. Goodbye, my friend.
Adonai be praised. You're here. You won't believe what's happened. It started just before we...
Is the chapter house under attack?
Not just the chapter house. More like the whole bloody valley. Something terrible is happening. It's like the sky's been set afire. Come with me. I'll show you.
Legionnaire, it seems that you've arrived just in time for the end.
We're alive, aren't we? Don't be so quick to give up hope.
Hope? You think I should have hope? Look! The signs are all around us. Stars are dropping from the heavens and we are all going to die. You see? It is folly to think of hope.
Jane Cassander hasn't won. Not yet. I can still get you to safety in the causeway.
Causeway? But I thought only Legionnaires were allowed to...
Yes, yes, by all means, niggle over the finer points of obsolete bylaws while the roof falls down.
Excellent point. To the causeway, then. I've always wanted to do this. To travel by causeway like the Legionnaires of old.
I'm happy for you. It would be a shame to get this close only to die under a pile of rock.
It's easy to get disoriented in there. Don't wander far from the gate. I'll come and find you when this is all over.
Oh dear.
Here, take this key. You'll need it to unlock the door downstairs. Until our paths cross again. Hopefully sooner than later, hey?
friend. This is it. I do wish we'd had more time to discourse on matters of philosophy and natural science.